Bam. Good morning.
Wasn't expecting that.
I was still moving. Good morning. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to Monday morning.
Yes, happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend.
Oh, I had a great weekend. You know, last night, of course, you can imagine what I did. Did you
yeah.
catch the Emmy Awards?
The beginning, and then I had to get to bed. But.
Primetime Emmys are fun, and they're especially fun when a television show is extremely popular, shot in your town, and has a ton of nominations. And that's what happened last night. We want to congratulate Breaking Bad's Aaron Paul, who snagged the win for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama. We met him, by the way. Take a look.
Vince Gilligan, thank you so much. And the rest of the writers, thank you so much for not killing me off. That was the plan. My parents, thank you so much for kicking me out of the house and telling me to chase this dream. And I can't believe it. You know, I'm from Idaho, and I moved out here. We're in a room full of people just chasing our dreams. And so thank you, Hollywood, for allowing me to be a part of your group.
Sweet, he was overwhelmed.
He was, and that was Aaron's third nomination and second Emmy win.
That's right, he beat out Giancarlo Esposito. Big thing for him. But I really congratulate him. Of course, we saw a few losses for Breaking Bad that we didn't want to see, but we did get that big win. So congratulations to them. And coming up after headlines, we will have a complete Emmy wrap, and you know I got a lot to say about that. In the meantime, we are in the home stretch. Beginning today and all week, one top 5 Face of Fox finalist will join us right here live on New Mexico Style.
And in just a few minutes, Chloe Riffe will join us right here in the kitchen.
And then the real test comes later, because she'll join me later in our second half hour for her first live interview with a guest. It's more challenging than you guys think, just for the record.
Right. It is pretty challenging. All right, and the new Face of Fox, of course, will be revealed October 5th. So we're going to be doing this each day throughout the week.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to miss it. And each finalist will really have a very equal kind of situation where they'll get a little bit of the opening and then they'll get thrown into an interview. And I do want to preface it all by saying they don't know until the morning of what segment they'll be in. So there's no time for preparation, there's no time for research. They get on the set and they're told, here's what you're doing today. Right. So it's definitely a real audition, it's a real test, and we're really looking forward to seeing how it all goes. In the meantime, let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez, who has the morning's news headlines. Hi, Elizabeth.
Good morning.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Topping your morning news headlines, for those of you at home, we begin this morning talking about the case involving a 1-year-old girl who was recently killed in a hit-and-run crash. We have new information. Police say that the man who did it told them that he thought he hit a dog. Mylan Dar was in court yesterday. Investigators say he killed Ivana Valenciano Friday night on the street after she wandered away from her family. A neighbor who saw the crash after it happened says Dar stopped his truck, looked back, and then drove off, but not before he left something important behind.
There was some type of medical paperwork that fell out of the vehicle, which investigators did find. It led them to the register on the vehicle, and they were able to find the driver and the passenger as a result of that.
Dar is now charged with leaving the scene of a deadly crash and tampering with evidence. He is in jail on a $100,000 bond. Things quickly turned bad for one man trying to catch some fish at Tingley Beach. He sets out to get some fish, but instead, police say this guy was forced to try and fish out his truck. And it caused quite a commotion Sunday morning. Emergency units lined up as spectators wondered what was going on. Firefighters say the truck was likely left in neutral and just rolled down the ditch. There it is. A tow truck had to pull the vehicle out. No word yet if the man who owns a truck will be cited. The future is now for some Albuquerque City councilors who would take electric cars for a spin. It's all part of National Plug-in Day. During a news conference at 1:30 this afternoon, city officials will talk about steps the Duke City can take to encourage people to go electric. The news conference will be at the city EV charging station that's on 3rd Street in Northwest Albuquerque. Some tourists in a hot air balloon got a lot more than they bargained for after having to make a hard landing in the Bosque. On Saturday, the pilot with the company Rainbow Riders warned the group to brace themselves. Check out this video from Sky Ranger here. You can see that the balloon was among the trees near Montaño in Northwest Albuquerque. 9 tourists were on board. The pilot was trying to complete a splash and dash maneuver in the Rio Grande. Well, 4 people had to be taken to local hospitals with minor injuries. The American Academy of Pediatrics is warning parents against letting their kids jump on trampolines. A new report shows there were 98,000 trampoline-related injuries in 1 year. Kids under the age of 5 are at the greatest risk of getting seriously injured. The study also showed that there was no evidence that the newer trampolines with nets and padding reduce injuries. And that wraps it up for your Monday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, can you hear me now? Okay,
And
good.
it's not even a Verizon commercial.
Right, I know. I didn't realize you couldn't hear me in the beginning, and then I'm like, oh, okay, wait.
I know, I was going to ask you, did you see the Emmys? Did you love them?
No,
Oh, you were
didn't.
sleeping. What am I thinking?
You know, I got to get to bed early.
I forget.
It's one of the things about the schedule. But, you know, I've been all over the internet and
Yes.
on Twitter, and
We'll
I
have
love
to do
looking
a-
at the fashion.
The fashion.
Fashion.
Oh.
We have to do a fashion wrap up. We'll talk later for sure. And we'll do something on the show, hopefully, with a little fashion
Yeah,
wrap up, too.
yeah.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Okay, you bet.
All right, well, you may notice we are not alone. Top 5 Face of finalist Chloe Riffe now joins us in the kitchen. Zoom, the Zoom comes in.
Welcome, Chloe. So
Hello,
glad to have
good
you on this
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just to remind viewers, of course, where you are or where you're from, who you are. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I am from Albuquerque, and I'm finishing up my degree at UNM this May.
Nice.
So I'm just really excited to be here.
It's a fun experience, and like I told our viewers, you know, you did not know what to expect today,
No,
right?
no.
So what does that feel like? You know, give everybody the real feel.
I'm very nervous.
You don't look nervous.
Oh, good.
Just
Yeah,
for-
if you were back here, you could see my hands doing a little bit of this, but
it's natural, and you actually look beautiful.
Thank you very
and you look
much.
comfortable. And,
Thank you.
You know, so we're going to talk a little bit about some things and some topics. Feel free to jump in and talk with us
Okay.
and have some fun. But
it's going to
first,
be girl chat.
yeah, a little girl chat. We like that. And it was a night, as we said, of glitz and glamour as the television industry honored the best and brightest at the 64th annual Primetime Emmy Awards.
Yeah, the Emmys weren't as predictable as many thought. In fact, there were a lot of surprises.
Fox's Courtney Friel has the wrap.
The Emmy goes to Homeland. It was a political night at the 64th Primetime Emmy Awards as Homeland ended Mad Men's 4-year winning streak, capturing the prize for Best Drama.
How soon after you were taken did the interrogations begin?
The Showtime series also took home the trophy for Best Writing in a Drama, and Damian Lewis and Claire Danes won Best Actor and Actress. As the star of Homeland, Danes doesn't think the show is too preachy with its politics.
I don't think it's a particularly political show. I think it's a psychological thriller and talks about some very big ideas, but doesn't take, you know, a very biased position.
Game change.
HBO's Game Change dominated the miniseries or movie category, winning 4 trophies, including the top prize and Best Actress for Julianne Moore.
Modern Family.
Modern Family picked up its 3rd straight comedy win, while Julie Bowen and Eric Stonestreet walked away with Best Supporting Comedy Emmys.
Well, I won an Emmy just now, so...
Funny man Louis C.K. picked up 2 writing trophies.
I would like to thank NBC, Parks and Rec.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus pretended to switch her speech with Amy Poehler after winning Best Comedy Actress in Veep, while John Cryer was honestly shocked winning Best Actor for 2.5 Men in his first year without Charlie Sheen.
With Charlie, it was automatic. We never had to think about it. With Ash and I are always working on it and always coming up with new stuff, and that's really fun. You know, it's a different way of working.
The Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race once again won the reality show category for its 9th time in a row, while Tom Bergeron won for hosting Dancing with the Stars.
$35,000 for a ticket to dinner, but only $250 to see the Foo Fighters?
Jon Stewart almost didn't make it up to the stage after winning for his The Daily Show, and Jimmy Kimmel kept the show flowing with his hosting duties.
The important thing is we get out of here as soon as possible so you can go home and put on your fat pants.
In Hollywood, Courtney Friel, Fox News.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Are you a
That looked fun.
Are you a reality show fan?
Oh,
or-
yeah.
Okay, well, I thought So You Think You Could Dance. I thought maybe they'd snag something, but you know what? The Amazing Race always does so
Every
well.
year. They
Yeah.
win every single year.
Every year. But Tom Bergeron from Dancing with the Stars took home that hosting Emmy, so good for him. Here's what stood out for me. I have to just mention this in case you watch the show. Number 1, the Breaking Bad spoof, where they said, what if Breaking Bad wasn't on cable? And they did an Andy Griffith spoof where they went and shot Don Knotts in the water. It was hysterical.
Oh, that sounds hilarious.
Yes.
I gotta get back and watch that.
It was good. There was a lot of good comedy. Ricky Gervais came on and he roused Louis C.K. a little
Did
bit.
he get booed?
No, they loved him. He was actually quite funny, very self-deprecating humor, which always works.
Right.
And this is what else I really was struck by, and this is on a more somber note, is the losses this year. My gosh, when they do that in memoriam, I cannot believe the legends we lost this year.
The montage just makes you cry.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
And they played The Way We Were, which was written by Marvin Hamlish, of course, who also died this year. So, heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Are you a sappy person? Do you cry from those things?
I mean, you watch The Notebook and
It's all over. You can make it through that.
I can't make it through that one ever. Oh, and you're engaged, right?
Yes.
So so you have that true love thing, and so it's a heartbreaking movie.
Oh man.
Yeah, let's stay away from The Notebook. No tears on today's show.
I can't even watch like a dog food commercial.
Good, we'll get along very well. Now, here's something you will not cry about if you're a Lobo fan. The Lobos actually snapped their 3-game losing streak to the New Mexico State Aggies, beating them 27-14 Saturday night. Big win.
Yeah, and that also breaks another streak UNM had. They've lost 24 straight games on the road, the longest in the country, so glad that streak is broken.
Yeah.
So far, the Lobos have won 2 of the 4 games this season. That already means they have won more than the last 3 years combined.
Yeah. That's a big deal, right? And you're a big Lobo fan?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we unfortunately couldn't make it to the game. We tried several times, it just didn't happen, but we hooked up the internet to the TV and had the whole party, so we were so excited.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. And okay, and you have to do it. You have to do the Lobo, do it.
Everyone's a Lobo?
Yeah, do it.
Woof, woof, woof.
See, we're terrible at that part.
You have to make sure that it's open when
Is
you
that
say
it?
woof. Yeah, because people go woof, woof, woof.
Okay, so what is the real way?
So everyone's a Lobo. Woof, woof, woof.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the lesson.
Yeah.
See? Who knew you'd be teaching us something this morning? This is good. Okay, now this is a totally different story. This is a little woo. What appeared to be another Roswell incident over the weekend was actually a weather balloon.
Right, yeah. The balloon was launched from Fort Sumner, and actually these balloons, they go up in the air and they collect data to help answer questions about space and the atmosphere and stuff. I actually saw it when I was on that horrific bike ride earlier Saturday, but yeah.
So, Kristen, how do you know what weather balloons collect the data?
Yeah, well, basically what happens is, we have all these instruments that we have at the surface, at the airports and various locations that tell us the temperature and the pressure and the dew point and all that stuff. Well, when you go way up in the air, it's really important to know what's happening up there too.
Right, of course.
So we have to launch balloons up there with those same instruments on there, the thermometer, the anemometer to get the wind speeds and all that stuff. And so that gives us, there's a little
that was really technical, Kristen.
But yeah, basically you collect the weather data from up above, so that way you know what's happening up there too.
And that's a big thing with, obviously, with Balloon Fiesta, I imagine, because they really have to check those winds before they send those balloons up. So, that's
and
a big
they actually
thing.
send up not just a weather balloon, they have those going too, but they actually sent up the Dawn Patrol.
Right.
In the beginning, and they're kind of like a weather balloon in themselves, because they actually go up there and they're like, okay, let's see what the winds are doing.
Yeah.
Are things going to be good? Is it going to be a go?
And all of us sit and wait for the Dawn Patrol to report if we're on the air or not from Balloon Fiesta. That's like, that's our word. We get the word and we're good to go. And can you believe it's right around the corner? My goodness. Meanwhile, okay, so speaking of weather, it looks like the summer's monsoon season is actually a big disappointment, huh?
Yeah, the state has seen its 5th driest year on record so far, and of course we're well below average once again this year for most of the state. Now out west we saw close to average precip as far as the monsoon totals go, and that's because most of the moisture stayed out over Arizona and California and into far western New Mexico. But the good news is that we're going to be looking at better stuff, hopefully, as we go into the winter.
Good. Okay. So what does that mean for snowfall? We all know we love snow.
Oh yeah, the skiing and the snowboarders should be pretty happy, I think, this year. If it holds true to past El Nino weather patterns, past seasons with El Nino, and what it looks like this year, we're going to be in an El Nino weather pattern, which means the storms usually drop a little bit farther south. Okay. And then we look at better chances of snow and, of course, cooler temperatures too.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is one fall that I am looking forward to, the cooler air. It
was a long summer.
Didn't it feel like that?
Yes.
So are we finally going to get cooler or what? What's
I
the
know
story?
this weekend was the first weekend of fall, but it felt like summertime, didn't it? But it is going to get a little cooler later this week, and we're going to see more rain too.